time, finish it. Yeah, move on. If you're always stiff, you can't do it. Judo, it's a martial art originating from Japan, and basically it's more of a grappling art than striking. And to me, it means it's a way of life. So, yeah, a lot of practice every day and shapes who you are. Like in karate though, for example, you have katas and you can practice on the makiwara. Judo though, you have to have a partner because it's a lot of, giving force and taking force, receiving it. So without that, there's not a lot you can do. It's still possible, but in order to, achieve your best, you need to have a partner that you can try the moves on and see if your posture is good, if you're following the philosophy as well, all those things. One day you're gonna do the throw. Yeah, move around. Look, find my weak spots. Look, when I step back here, you can...
To me, it's just a martial art in which to find one's center of balance a lot better. I can control my hips more than I can in any other martial art, and it gives me a sense of center that none of the others quite do for me. As well as it gives me an opportunity to learn how to throw and be thrown, as well as deal with opponents on the ground in a way that jiu-jitsu can't. Judo is one of the most practical martial arts to date in actual street fighting. Unlike striking, which allows you to move in and out and deal with multiple opponents at once, which is much more efficient regardless of style, Judo lets you deal with several opponents by simply throwing them onto the ground, in which case their forced momentum directed towards you is then redirected directly into the ground. Judo is one of the only martial arts, other than jiu-jitsu, Hapkido, non-striking martial arts, that you can't actually do alone. You can't get the full feel of how to throw an opponent unless you actually have an opponent. Regardless of weight, size, anything, age, it doesn't matter as long as you have somebody to practice with. If you try to do it alone and you then try to put it into a practical setting, it actually won't work for you.
There is techniques you can practice by yourself in Judo, but Judo is about manipulating the body weight and the center of mass of your opponent, using their strength against them. It's easier to do it when you have two people. That way you can practice on each other, and if you try to practice on yourself, it's hard to tell if you have the right form and technique, because when you have an opponent, you have to manipulate their weight. If you don't do it right, then they're not going to move. If you do it right, they'll move.
I can go against people that are bigger than me and still feel confident in my abilities to protect myself and come out unscathed.
Remember what I said about
From this, I've changed my eating diet. I've exercised more. I'm more healthy, and it's very good overall. So far, I've dislocated my right toe. It was just an accident during a sparring match, but since then it's been fixed. You gotta practice, keep at it. The better you learn to fall and exercise and stretch, the less injuries you'll have, and you'll be better prepared next time. My goal in Judo is to just learn as much as possible, and I'm not really looking towards getting a certain belt level, just learning as much as possible and being proficient at it.
To compete in Judo and to actually progress, you need to have the dedication and willpower. And you need that because it's difficult, it's hard work, and so you're going to need that willpower to, get through the pain, get through the laziness. There are some days where you wake up, you're like, I really don't feel like training today, but you have to. My main goal in martial arts, or in Judo, is to keep training, keep meeting people, keep doing tournaments, and just to progress, become a better overall human being.